Welcome. You're watching Afternoon Digest with me, Vidusha Agarwal. Join us as we break down the day's top stories and bring you the latest developments from around the globe. In a first, over 6,000 Indian workers are expected to arrive in Israel during April and May to alleviate the labor shortage in the construction industry, a consequence of the Israel-Hamas conflict. According to a statement from the Israeli government, these workers will be transported via an air shuttle in the coordinated effort involving the Prime Minister's office, the Finance Ministry and the Construction and Housing Ministry. The statement highlighted the collaborative effort of the Prime Minister's office, the Finance Ministry and the Construction and Housing Ministry in agreeing to facilitate the arrival of over 6,000 workers from India during April and May through subsidized charter flights. Israel's construction sector has been grappling with a shortage of local workers, particularly in specific fields necessitating the recruitment of foreign labor. In the past, around 80,000 workers came from the Palestinian Authority-controlled West Bank, with an additional 17,000 from the Gaza Strip. The conflict led to the revocation of many work permits since October, affecting the availability of labor. Consequently, the arrival of over 6,000 workers marks the largest deployment of foreign labor in Israel or to Israel's construction sector within a short time frame. Elon Musk's upcoming visit to India next month signals progress for Tesla's proposed electric vehicle plant in the country. Sources familiar with the matter revealed plans to announce investment in a new Tesla car factory in India during the visit, which includes a meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Elon Musk has confirmed his planned visit to India on X, expressing anticipation for a meeting with Prime Minister Modi during his trip. Looking forward to meeting with Prime Minister Narendra Modi in India, Elon Musk posted on the microblogging platform, which is also owned by him. Elon Musk, who also founded SpaceX, had a meeting with PM Modi in the US in June last year, where he expressed admiration, calling himself a fan. He expressed confidence in Tesla's presence in India, stating it would happen as soon as humanly possible. It is important to note that Elon Musk's visit announcement follows India's unveiling of a new electric vehicle policy, which includes significant tax reductions of up to 85% on the import of a certain number of EVs, aimed at attracting investments from renowned global manufacturers.
खानदानी लुटेरों की कोशिश होगी बेकार, फिर एक बार मोदी सरकार।
इस तरह आरकेडीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है। RKDF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, Iran's supreme leader, reiterated a warning to Israel on April 10, stating it will be punished for a Damascus airstrike that resulted in the deaths of 7 revolutionary guards, including 2 generals. Now, Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz quickly responded with a statement on the social media platform X in Persian, asserting if Iran launches an attack from its territory, Israel will retaliate and strike Iran. Mr. Khamenei criticized the April 1 strike, which destroyed the 5-story Iranian consulate building in the Syrian capital, stating it violated international agreements guaranteeing the sanctity of diplomatic premises. The consulate and embassy offices in any country are the territory of that country, he said. When they attacked our consulate, it means they attacked our territory. Mr. Khamenei has led Iranian officials in a succession of promises to avenge the strike, which was widely blamed on Ark for Israel. One of his senior advisors, Yahya Rahim Safavi, warned on Sunday that Israeli embassies were no longer safe. The Enforcement Directorate ED sought a non-bailable arrest warrant against Aam Aadmi Party MLA Amanatullah Khan in connection with the money laundering case linked to alleged irregularities in appointments in the Delhi Waqf Board. The court has scheduled the matter for April 18 as the probe agency requested additional time to submit documents supporting its application. The Enforcement Directorate filed a charge sheet against 4 individuals in the case, including 3 alleged associates of the Okla MLA. A Delhi court issued a summons to Khan to appear before it on April 20 after the ED moved an application seeking initiation of trial against the Okhla MLA for not complying with previous summons. The ED alleged that Khan had failed to adhere to summons issued for questioning on multiple occasions. Let us tell you that ED initiated a probe linked to alleged irregularities in appointments at the Delhi Waqf Board originating from a 2016 CBI case. India's decision to station defense attaches in nations like Ethiopia, Mozambique, Ivory Coast, Philippines, Armenia, and Poland underscores its strategic shift towards strengthening ties with key regions. This move, marking the first time India will deploy defense attaches to these countries, aligns with its borders policy objective amid evolving geopolitical dynamics. In addition to the deployment of defense attaches to various nations, New Delhi's decision to appoint a new defense attaché to Djibouti underscores the strategic importance of the tiny African nation. Positioned as a crucial maritime gateway in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden, Djibouti holds significance as a coveted location for military bases, aligning with India's border strategic interests. The appointment of the new defense attaché in Djibouti signifies India's continued focus on enhancing strategic engagement in key regions. This will only be the second defense attaché to hold the post in the island nation, highlighting India's growing interest in Djibouti's strategic importance. That's all for the afternoon updates. We look forward to bringing you more insightful updates tomorrow. Until then, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.